Arts, Eric Holmscheid. Eric, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, how's the new job going?
It's great.
Yeah,
It's new. Can I still claim new?
How
Believe
many
it or
months?
not, later this month, it's 3 years.
What?
It's 3 years. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was 2022 when I moved to Lansing.
Okay, so it's
and
not new anymore.
I still claim new though.
You're new to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still new. It's great. Honestly, Michigan State's amazing. Wharton Center is wonderful. The community is what makes it the best, though, right? Like the welcomingness that I received for both me and my husband has been unbelievable, but also the support from the community to make Wharton Center work is amazing.
And you came after the pandemic, which I think a lot of people in your industry were very fearful that a lot of it wasn't going to come back. Is it back, do you think, fully now?
So we're almost back as an industry, and every market is different, right? There's lots of nuances to each community, but what we're seeing as an industry, tourism is almost back to where it was in New York City pre-pandemic. It should hit its pre-pandemic levels again by volume of numbers later this year or early next, and ticket sales are almost tracking that way as well.
Yeah,
so we're almost back in New York. And each market is a little different. We are not quite at our pre-pandemic levels yet at Wharton Center, but we're making strides towards it.
Great. Well, I see New York seems to be back with just looking at ticket prices. They seem to have really gone up for Broadway.
But believe it or not, ticket prices for theater ticket prices haven't kept pace of inflation. It doesn't make them cheap or cheaper. But it is an interesting balancing act about when we look at like inflationary costs of what it was. If you do the cost escalation of ticket prices versus inflation, it hasn't actually kept pace.
Yeah, and every time I'm at a Broadway show, I'm counting how are they paying all of these people and then all of those people.
And then all the people you don't see.
Yeah.
All of the technicians and support backstage, but then also all the tech and creative to get to that point. Broadway shows are definitely a commercial venture, but it is amazing that there is anywhere from $8 to $25 million on the line for every Broadway show that opens in New York City. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a big budget. Well, we have a big budget show at the Wharton right now. Well, coming up, we've got one more Broadway show of the season.
Yep, we have one left. So we just closed Hamilton last Sunday, and we have a show opening in 2 weeks from Thursday, which is the Book of Mormon. This is the third time the Book of Mormon has been to Wharton Center, and it is a great, fun show. And I must admit, people think Book of Mormon, they think like, oh, are they making fun of the Mormon faith or religion in general, and it's by the creators of South Park. So it has got that kind of humor bent to it. But it's really a show at the end of the day about pro-faith. Yes, they use the Mormon faith as the framework, but it's about believe what you believe and hold that to your heart. And if that's where your journey is, just take that with you. And it's a lot of fun along the way as well. It's a comedy. I'm going to make no bones about it.
Yeah.
It is a comedy.
I recommend do the research on the show before you go, because
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it won 9 Tony Awards when it was on Broadway originally, including Best Musical. But I do have to say, like, do your research on it and make sure that it's something that you will find in your vein of comedy and humor. It's a group of Mormon missionaries that go to Africa to spread the word, and it's a comedy based in, it's all good comedy. It's based in truth, but it does have some comedic elements that some people might think is a little too far for them. But I think doing your homework is good always.
Yeah. All right, well, that's Broadway, but all year long you've got something for everybody. Your performing arts season, you've just announced, and you can also, like with Broadway, you can buy a subscription and go to multiple shows. What do you have lined up?
So we announced 31 shows as part of our performing arts season a few weeks ago. Everything from amazing orchestras to dance companies to theater pieces that we are producing ourselves. So there's a lot on the line. But I'd like to call out a few of them because we don't have time to get through all 31 of them. But we will have back with us the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra from London. It is a premier classical music ensemble that'll be here coming over from England. featuring Ray Chen on violin, which is really a wonderful, wonderful treat. That ensemble is one of the best orchestras in the world, frankly.
Wow.
Thrilled to have them back on our stage. We'll also have Jazz at Lincoln Center, which is one of the premier jazz orchestras of the world. This is a photo of this great ensemble here, headlined or led by bandleader Wynton Marsalis on trumpet.
And he himself will be here.
He himself will be here, yep. So he will be with the band that day, and he is really remarkable. And of course, he knows the folks at the College of Music at Michigan State very, very well. Rodney Whitaker, who heads the jazz program up at Michigan State, used to play in this band. So they're going to do a full residency with College of Music and do engagement activities while they're here as well. Really one of the best premier American jazz orchestras in the world.
And people can add on to Broadway any of these packages.
Yeah, so there's multiple pathways. So folks can choose any 5 shows of the performing arts season and create their own package. We'll give a discount and preferred seating right now in the next few weeks. You have until the end of the month to do this preferred seating for performing arts. And then you can still add on any performing arts events to your Broadway package as well. So you can create your own Broadway package and add on performing arts, or just buy Broadway. So there's every version you can think of. Just Broadway, choose any 5 performing arts, or mix and match. All those are available right now before we go on sale to single tickets later this summer. So we're kind of in our home stretch of subscription right now, and we want to get as many folks in as we possibly can because it's the best way to guarantee the biggest discounts and the best seats.
And there's some perks. There's various levels, as you said. You can get into special clubs.
Yes, there's lots of pathways and different things at different levels. But the biggest thing is that I love to tell people is that the only way that we are successful and that we're able to bring what we bring to Mid-Michigan is because of our subscribers. Like, there is several key factors that producers look at, especially for Broadway tours, and one is the number of subscribers that are in your theater, because that's the guaranteed load-in. They know that those folks are there.
Right.
And so a market our size, it's important that we have our good, healthy subscription to be able to go to those producers and say, yes, we can do a full week of this Broadway tour. So that number, we're working on growing that because it's on a little bit on the small side post-pandemic as we kind of open this conversation with. So we're still building our subscription back, and it's just always important to people to know that, like, that is actually a really important element for us to be successful.
Hadn't thought of it that
baseline.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's one of the key factors.
So you're bringing sharks? Are you bringing real live sharks to the Wharton Center?
No, it's a lecture about sharks.
Oh, it's a lecture.
So as part of our performing arts season, we're partnering with National Geographic Live, and this is a shark expert who will be speaking about her research and photo documentation of sharks and her basically her career about that. So it's a lecture program. So no live sharks, no stuffed sharks, just beautiful images and her storytelling about her research and work with sharks.
All right, we've got some Broadway cabaret shows. What are those?
So brand new to our performing arts season is a Broadway cabaret. So last season we converted our Jackson Lounge, which was one of our multi-purpose rooms, into this beautiful 100-seat club-like cabaret setting. So imagine like a jazz club in New York City. So we created that vibe and feel, and we did some jazz music, we did some comedy, and next year we're adding Broadway cabaret. So we have 3 nights. They're one night only concerts, intimate, 100 seats only available, and it's 3 different Broadway stars doing one-night cabaret shows. So a little story and song with each of them.
Do you pump in smoke?
No smoke. Just some dim lights, some cool vibes, and some cocktails. So there's tableside cocktail service with those as well. So we'll have 3 different artists that will be part of the cabaret, including Adam Jacobs, who was the original Aladdin on Broadway. Patty Murin was on Broadway with Frozen, and Nicholas Rodriguez, who was on Broadway in Company, Stephen Sondheim's Company, and he has a show called Sincerely Sondheim.
Songs of Broadway.
Songs of Broadway. Yep. Okay. Songs and stories of Broadway. Exactly right. Yeah. in our intimate 100 seat Jackson Lounge, which we call Club 750, which is inspired by our address, which is 750 East Shaw Lane.
Oh.
So it's great, and it connects us back to Broadway. So Broadway's our core business. It puts a little bit more intimate, and many of them have won Tony Awards for their shows. Which I should tell you, this Sunday is the Tony Awards. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to watching Good Night and Good Luck on CNN Saturday.
I had the opportunity to see it on Broadway a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
It's stunning. George Clooney is wonderful. It's a great piece of theater reinterpreted for right now. I think he's done a remarkable job.
Is that the favorite to win?
I don't know that it's favored to win. It's really a great. I haven't actually done my ballot yet, to believe it or not. It's due Friday at noon. So
really? That late?
One of my tasks tonight is to finish my Tony ballot.
Oh my gosh.
They're due Friday at noon. There's voters. There's about 800 voters across the country, most of them in New York City, a couple of hundred of us out on the road, as they say. And ballots all due back noon on Friday for the telecast on Sunday evening.
Wow, that doesn't the engraver much time. So,
yeah, no time to engrave, just time for PricewaterhouseCoopers to tabulate behind closed doors.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more things we want to take a look at to preview. Still to come at Wharton. You've got some other big shows like the Vienna Choir.
Oh, we have more time to go on. We have so many amazing shows. Like Vienna Boys Choir is coming for their holiday show. Vienna Boys Choir is one of the premier boys ensembles, so unchanged voices, the pure sound, holiday Christmas music. Really thrilled to have them back as part of the season.
You've got a local playwright too.
Yeah, so Sally, which is it's a play called Sally, a solo play by Sandra Seaton, which is based on the life of Sally Hemings and her relationship with Thomas Jefferson. So we're producing the play locally. So we're hiring in the actor and director.
Was that his mistress? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean some. There's many definitions of that, but the actor is coming from Hamilton. Actually, Sabrina Sloan is her name. She's going to be starring as Sally, and it's really her life and relationship with Thomas Jefferson. Yeah.
She hung around Monticello a lot.
She did.
Yeah.
And they're I think Sandra, who's the playwright, she is local to us. She's a nationally renowned playwright, but she grew up. I'd say she lived her professional life here in East Lansing, and former creative writing faculty member as well. Well-known playwright, award-winning, that happens to call East Lansing home. So it's really a great blend of those worlds coming together. That she wrote the play, has workshopped it over the last handful of years, and we're doing the world premiere of it at Wharton Center.
Wow, and she'll be there.
She will be there. Yeah, she'll be there, and we're thrilled to host the world premiere of it next February in the Paysant Theater at Wharton Center.
All right, I don't think we've talked about Sondheim yet.
Oh, Sincerely Sondheim, which is one of our Broadway cabarets. Nicholas Rodriguez is the name. He was in company on Broadway, and this is his relationship with Stephen Sondheim that they had as a company or a cast, actually, as Stephen Sondheim passed away during this run of the show. So he has firsthand stories about working with Stephen on his final show on Broadway.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm guessing you can't tell us who you're going to vote for in the Tonys.
I won't tell you who I'm going to vote for, but I will tell you this. It's a great season because there were 14 new musicals, 14 new plays, 7 play revivals, and 7 musical revivals. It's one of the most balanced seasons that we've seen in many, many years, with 42 total productions opening on Broadway this year.
Wow.
It's a lot. It's a big season. And of the 14 new musicals, there are so many good new musicals and an amazing amount of new plays. So I'm encouraged that post-pandemic, post-kind of shutdown, the work that we're seeing now hit the stage for Broadway is really, really solid. And it's really encouraging that there's so much good work out there. And I just hope that we all remember that it's okay to go take a chance on something you may not know. Because every one of these shows I walk into going, I know nothing about it. And I leave going, wow, that was remarkable. Right? Everything from An Immigrant Story of Real Women Have Curves to Maybe Happy Ending, which is a brand new musical that came from South Korea. It's really great.
You can't go wrong.
It's a lot to happen.
All right. Well, good luck to all those competing. It's going to be a lot of disappointed people without much competition.
8 o'clock on Sunday is the Tony Awards, and it's going to be a great, great night.
All right. All this information about the great season coming up at Wharton online, and you can get your tickets. They are selling them to you right now.
Yeah.
Thanks to Eric Omshad, Executive Director of Wharton Center for Performing Arts. That's it. We've run out of time. Thanks to Eric and all our guests on the show today. Hope you can be with us tomorrow morning.